Thanks for joining us. With your sports update, I'm Hillary Fonseca. Patriots running back Shane Vereen reportedly underwent surgery on Monday after suffering a broken wrist during Sunday's win against the Buffalo Bills. Vereen rushed for a career-high 101 yards after teammate Stephen Ridley was benched in the second quarter. Veely says that he likes to bring passion and energy into every aspect of his life. While most people are familiar with his work on the sideline, he also likes to extend this energy into the classroom. Over to the Hill, where SU sophomore Michael Carter-Williams announced that he will be declaring for the 2013 NBA Draft. The Grizz finished the year 25-6 and won the Big Sky tournament for the second year in a row to earn their NCAA bid. Over to baseball, where the Syracuse Chiefs used 3 two-run homers to beat Lehigh Valley 8-6. Corey Brown went yard twice, including the game-winning homer in the top of the ninth. The opening day roster will feature 16 former major leaguers and 7 players currently on the Nationals' 40-man roster. Final seconds of the third quarter, Ryan Ambler feeds Mike McDonald, who rips one into the upper 90. Later in the fourth, when you need a goal, you turn to this guy. Senior captain Jojo Marasco working hard to get open, bobbing and weaving through the D, and takes it himself. That's his second goal of the game and your game winner. And the Mets in a rubber match with the Marlins, Miami debuting Jose Fernandez, who's the youngest pitcher in the majors at 20 years and 250 days. He only gave up 1 run on 3 hits while striking out 8. But New York jumps on their bullpen. Down 3-1, bottom of the 6th, Daniel Murphy takes A.J. Ramos out to the warning track, Mets within 1. Baseball fans look forward to opening day all year long, and in Syracuse, the weather plays a big role in the preparation that happens behind the scenes. I learned about the hectic schedules and months of work that happen before the gates officially open. The chirps will soon turn to cheers. For baseball fans, April means opening day, the start of a new season and a sign that warmer weather is on the way. For the AAA Syracuse Chiefs, opening day marks the end of months of preparation.
This is probably the highest pressure game other than a playoff for us to display what we can do all season. The schedule this week is definitely weather dependent. You know, this week specifically, we just have rain and rain and rain. So we know we're coming in between storms and getting the water off our tarp or putting the tarp on and just trying to keep the field dry.
Carts of beer roll in, hot dog stands prepared to be filled, and soda machines are ready to flow. Phones in the ticket office ring off the hook as thousands of fans look to catch a piece of Friday's action.
I have 2 roommates, and I haven't seen them in, all week. I left, well after midnight last night.
For some fans, opening day is like a holiday, and they will do anything to celebrate.
Take the day off from work. I've taken my kid out of school before to take him to opening day. My nephew's staying up, not going to school this year, so he can come to opening day with me. 10 of my friends all come together. We take the whole day off of work and just spend it here.
The stands are empty for now, but 6,000 fans are expected to pack the NBT Bank Stadium for the home opener. Even with rain in the forecast, the Chiefs staff will be ready for a new season of baseball in Syracuse to begin. The crowd will feature some prominent faces, including Mayor Stephanie Miner, Congressman Dan Maffei, and SU basketball player Brandon Trish. Trish will have the honor of throwing out the first pitch, and we can all see if talent on the court translates to talent on the field. Jessica Holmes dominates on the soccer field. She is nationally ranked, plays on the Olympic development team, and led Jamesville DeWitt to its first Class A championship this past season. With more than 40 scholarship offers to play soccer in college, Jessica had a decision to make. Initially, national powerhouse North Carolina was the obvious choice, but things change. Jessica announced on Wednesday afternoon that she would sign her letter of intent to play at Boston College.
There were a lot of reasons, like with the playing time, how many girls were on the team, but a lot of things that hit home was the connection that I had with the coach, and my brother passing away kind of made me want to stay closer to home.
Jessica's younger brother Jimmy grew up with multiple disabilities. He had cerebral palsy and was unable to walk, talk, see, or hear. He passed away on December 1st at the age of 10. Jessica thanks Jimmy and the rest of her family for always supporting her.
Lastly, I'd want to thank my brother, who's not here with me right now, but he's always been a motivation and he always will be.
Dozens of students, coaches, friends, and family stood by as Jessica made her college decision official. Athletic Director John Goodson expressed that Jessica's impact on her school goes beyond her talents on the soccer field.
Today we are here to honor the accomplishments of Jessica Renee Holmes and everything that she has done on the soccer field, in the classroom, and in our community.
Now that the recruiting process is finally over, Jessica is looking ahead to her first season with the Eagles.
I just hope to work really hard, get along with the girls, have a good connection with my team, and hopefully lead us to a championship.
We start things off with the Syracuse men's basketball team, who look to end their 3-game road skid. The Orange traveled to face Seton Hall in front of a record-breaking crowd in what might have been the final meeting between the teams. Jim Boeheim's bunch trying to avoid their 4th straight Big East road loss. First half, Seton Hall takes the early lead, but James Sutherland forces a turnover. Brandon Trish streaks down the floor and lobs it to Michael Carter-Williams, who slams it down. MCW makes his first 3 shots of the game. He finished with 14 points. Pirates started off hot from behind the arc, hitting 4 treys in the first 10 minutes. And Jim Boeheim has seen enough. He takes a timeout. And SU responds with a 12-0 run. CJ Fair with the up fake. He gets the bucket and the foul. He finished with 19 points and 11 boards. Later in the first, MCW finds Sutherland, who says, "Hey, remember me?" and puts the Orange up by 4. Trish more than made up for his 3 for 15 shooting against Connecticut just 3 days earlier. He was 10 for 18 from the field, including 4 triples. He finished with a career-high 29 points, and this last 3, well, that one's just for fun. Syracuse gets its first win on the road since last month's thriller at Louisville. The 23rd ranked SU women's basketball team is proving that the men aren't the only ones with a winning streak. The Orange haven't lost at the Carrier Dome this season, and they looked for that streak to continue on Saturday against Pittsburgh. First half, Lachey Taft gets the handoff and hits the 3 as part of a 21-4 run for the Orange, and this game quickly gets out of hand. Taft would finish with 11 points, including 3 of 4 from deep. Later, Kayla Alexander gets the easy lay-in. She led all scorers with 19 points to go along with 8 boards. Then Carmen Tyson-Thomas catches the inbound pass and nails the triple to put the Cuse up 32-10. SU absolutely annihilates Pitt 80-39 for their 5th straight win. Syracuse men's lacrosse carries a tradition of winning championships. In recent years, though, that hasn't happened. In fact, SU hasn't even made the Final Four since 2009, its longest Final Four drought in over 30 years. But a few things John Desko's club does do are win season openers and beat Albany. The Orange has won 15 straight openers and has never before lost to the Great Danes. Albany didn't get the news, though, and they opened the game on a 4-0 run. Former Lafayette High School star Lyle Thompson finding his cousin Ty. They combined for 7 goals and 6 assists. The Orange eventually gets on the board. Skinny Atlas alum Kevin Rice to Derek Maltz on the quick stick. Fast forward to the 4th, and senior captain JoJo Marasco feeds Dylan Donahue to tie the game at 15, and we are headed to overtime. 1 wasn't enough, so we go to double OT, and that's when Lyle finds older brother Miles, and that is your game winner. Albany shocks Syracuse 16-15, their first win ever against the Orange.